boxing scene here with Bryant Jennings here ahead of his fight with Michael Perez. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Press conference is underway.
So this fight was delayed by a handful of weeks. Did that delay affect you in any way?
No, it didn't affect me. It didn't affect me. I'm always ready. I'm always in shape. So it didn't really affect me. It kind of threw me through a loop a little bit. With a little bit of the timing. I had, probably had some other things scheduled, and just had a different schedule in the year the way time was set up. So that's about all. But other than that, I'm ready.
So you're saying that this pushed you back a couple months on what you were hoping to do in the year?
Yeah, kind of. Not more so, what I definitely was going to do, but just, the possibilities that could have took place. Maybe I could have fought in May and, fought, maybe in August. But now since I'm fighting in July, maybe that'll just change everything. So the timing just maybe kind of screwed everything up because, the possibilities are there. So I was willing to be ready, be back whenever, but it's just a little setback. That's it. Just some time.
Physically speaking, because it was a 2-month delay,
there is no physical setbacks unless I get injured.
Right. So I mean, you weren't peaking at the time that the fight was canceled, and then had to go back.
Yeah. Well, I kind of was peaking, but I'm always peaking. I live at the top floor, so there's nothing to me from take one more flight to go to the roof. So I'm always peaking. I'm always doing what I do. I'm always in shape. And that's just me. That's Bryant Jennings.
How much footage have you seen of Michael Perez? How many fights?
Never really seen footage. I was at the Mega Man fight.
Yeah.
Because I was supporting the main event. With Golovkin and Curtis Stevens. I was rooting for Curtis at the time. That's it. That's all I seen, man.
You didn't see the Takam fight back?
No, I didn't see the Takam fight. I don't really even need to see fights.
So why not? Why do you not need to?
Because I came up in this game real fast, and I came up in this game not watching fights.
Yeah.
So I was more so learned to be an adjuster and learned to use my brain in the ring instead of going what's on paper and then taking what's on paper and applying it. That ain't how it goes. Just like reading books and things like that. And then applying it to different life that's different. You got to learn how to apply things to life the way you move, the way you live, the way you experience it. Because what's on paper can't always be applied in real life.
The way that I'd counter that, or be devil's advocate real quick, is if you watch footage, you might be able to see little weaknesses or tendencies that he might have.
Yeah, you would, but I work quickly with my brain. What's up? I work quickly with my brain to wisdom. I point those out immediately.
Yeah.
And then that's why you have a corner. That's why my trainer watches film.
That was my next question.
My trainer will watch film, or my camp will decipher his boxing or whatever, and they'll bring it to me. Say this is what he does. So just be on the lookout for what it is, because trainers and other people from outside have a better eye anyway.
Yeah.
Of course, that's my eye. I can see that, but when you're in the ring, you can't really see everything. That's why you have the trainers and they yelling out things at the corner, do this, do that. But when you're in there, you're like, it's not there, and they say, yo, trust me, it's there. Go ahead, do it. So it's just my strategy, and I'm quite sure I'm not the only one that has that strategy.
So what you and your trainers have seen, what do you think that Perez does well and doesn't do well? By watching the Mega Man fight, I seen that he lacked defense, and everybody else says he lacked defense. Of course, you see clips here and there, and it's just like, but it ought to be different when you get into the ring. But those are just things that I keep in the back of my head, and I work on me. I'm really not worried about the other fighters, because you have to adjust to me. I'm not adjusting to nobody. You have to adjust to me, and all the greats make people adjust to them. Do you still consider yourself a work in progress in terms of the improvements that you're making to your game?
I'm always a work in progress until the day I die.
So what have you been working on?
I've been working on everything. I can work on doing my interviews, work on my appearance, work on my posture, work on my defense. That can never be too perfect. Work on my offense, work on my left hook, work on my right uppercut, work on my jab, work on everything. Work on circling the ring, not bringing your feet too close, not being squared up too much. The work can never be done. You can never be perfect.
What do you think about the heavyweight division as a whole right now?
The heavyweight division in the whole right now is just kind of scattered, really, to me. Because you have the Americans, people that represent America, and then you have some of the people that represent. You have the Tyson Furies and the Derek Chisoras that represent the UK, and Anthony Joshua, whatever, up and coming. It's just kind of scattered, and everything just needs to be together. Everybody just just American or UK or Russian. It's just like bring everything together. It's just kind of scattered and everybody seems to be not to be fighting right now.
Are there guys that you like watching?
I really don't even watch boxing. I never really watched it. I only been in boxing for 5 years. I love watching Floyd. I love watching. I don't watch heavyweights. I'm sorry, because I do watch boxing. But favorite fighters like Floyd, Bernard, Andre Ward. Did watch some Mike Tyson, the Roy Jones.
Why don't you watch current heavyweights?
Because they're not on TV.
Yeah.
You got to search for them.
That's true.
So it's just like, and then it's like.
But did you watch the Ariola Stiverne rematch?
Yeah, I watched that.
What'd you think of Stiverne's performance?
Stiverne's performance wasn't. You know what? Being though who he had in front of him, I think he executed pretty well.
Yeah.
He was, because from round one, I said that he was timing Ariola, because Stiverne would be less active. And I'm just like, I knew he got something. He got something up his sleeve. But when you see what Ariola was doing, you can say, oh my God, he's doing the same exact thing. And then you put that together and you say, oh, okay, so that's why Stiverne is not doing much, because he's timing him. Ariola is just a time bomb ticking, waiting to blow, and boom, there it was.
What do you think of Stiverne's talents?
His talents, the guy's talented. I think he can work on his conditioning a little bit more. His activity. Everybody has power. Everybody has power. And those are the things that most of these heavyweights, they praise. They praise that they have power. Say, okay, everybody got power. You could be the knockout artist and get knocked out. That's simple, But you just got to start, getting the better attributes in there. Working the jab, being a little more traditional, and just being a little more all around.
And what about the other American heavyweight, Deontay Wilder? What are your thoughts on him?
Deontay is, he did what he did to get up here, and hopefully he's ready for this big stage. And you can't really take nothing away from him, because at the end of the day, it's like, this is the game, and the game is to be played right now.
But you think he's playing the game, and he might not necessarily be? Might be the emperor has no clothes.
I mean, who knows? Personally, I probably would think so. Yeah. But there may be something there. So I'm not gonna take that away from him. There may be something there. Who else is it? You get what I'm saying? There are a few other people.
Yeah, not in this country, but you got Kubrat Pulev, who's going to be fighting. But he's limited,
Yeah, but
it's a transitional time.
Yeah, it's definitely a transitional time, and it's kind of like hit or miss with us, man.
Yeah.
So that's why I try to be more consistent. I try to be the one that bring a good fight every single fight, and bring some consistency,
yep.
And bring some all around. Just do a little bit of everything. Just say I'm that all around guy, but you don't get no respect really for that.
When your promoter Gary Shaw compares you to Evander Holyfield, how does that make you feel?
Well, I've been compared to Evander the moment I walked into the ring.
Yeah, why is that? Why do you think that is?
Because my activity and and my come forward, me just having that will to just continue, and the way I threw the uppercuts and the hooks in the gym. See, in the fights, they haven't really even seen that. Yep. But that's something that they ain't really seen. I'm trying to tell them I got something that they ain't seen yet. And they think it's sweet. So you thinking you can look at the other fights and all that? Styles make fights.
What else do you want people to know?
What else do I want people to know? I want people to know that I am I'm one of the most respected guys in the world right now. Everything I touch, I kind of turn it into gold. I'm not a cocky individual, but I'm very confident. I'm very intuitive. And there's a whole lot more secrets there is to life, physics, science, and the ability of Bryant Jennings.
Bryant Jennings, thank you very much.
No problem.